Can a director really do color grading himself for his feature film? Or does he need to really hire a colorist? Hey guys, this is Ejaz. I am the director of our film Trapped.
She's only 16. Where is she? Did you find her?
A girl's body has been found.
I want to speak to you guys about a big issue that I had with my film when the film was all ready with the edit and so on. And then we moved forward to color grading and sound and music and so on and so forth. So the first thing that I got into was color grading. I said to myself, hey, I'm a photographer. What's the big deal? I can do color grading. That's not a big deal at all. I started to work with the footage and see what I can do and what I can do, thinking that it would be easy, thinking that, hey, Photoshop, I know Photoshop really well. Why can't I work it in DaVinci? After playing with it for about a week and a half or so, I realized it was just not possible for me to do it. I mean, I didn't even know DaVinci well enough in the editing side of things, let alone with the color grading. And then I started to reach out to colorists and ask them, hey, this is what I have. I have a film. It's a feature film. It's an hour and 35 minutes long. And can you color grade for me? And if you do color grade for me, how much is it going to cost me? The numbers that came back to me were absolutely insane. And I'm not going to say insane. Insane, no, I shouldn't use that word. I should say they were not right for me, for my budget. For one thing, I want the world out of my film, right? Because I want it to be the best quality, the best. So I wasn't reaching out to someone at my level. This is my second feature film, right? I was reaching out to people that have graded, studio films like the Marvels and studio films, and I mean huge colorists. So the way we went about it was, I went to IMDb. I saw the nominees of the color awards for Oscars, and then I researched them, found the names, sent them an email. They didn't answer back, most of them, but the ones that did answer back, the numbers just were impossible for me to get. While that was happening, I got an email from a company called Dehancer, and they reached out to me saying, can you give a review to our product? It's a color grading suite. I said, no, I don't give out reviews. I'm not that techie. I'm not, savvy, I should say, about, and they were not reaching out to me to give give a review for their software as a colorist for films, but they were giving it to me to give them a review on photography, because of course, photography is the base business here, and that's what I started off with. So they reached out to me to give them a review on their suite for coloring for photographers. And after thinking, I said to myself, you know what? Thinking and looking at the software, I emailed them back and I said, I don't want it for my photography, but I'm doing this film and I'm hitting wall. Can you help me here? Can I use your software for films? And she's like, yeah, that's what it's made for. We, had this thing where I would give a review and they would give me the software. So I started to work with it. And I have to tell you, it was a eye-opener for me. I mean, I had this vision in my head of how I wanted my film to look, and just the way, and for purposes that I am not a colorist, for that reason, I wasn't hitting it. I was not hitting it just with DaVinci. I started using it the first day. I felt at ease. First day, I felt at ease. The second day, I felt like, okay, great. The third day, I thought I was a master at it. I mean, I'm not, but I felt that way because of the ease of this software. It's basically sliders, right? It's sliders, and you push it to the point of where what you want to see. So you want cyan in there, you got it. You got one blue in there, you got it. I'm gonna get off this video and show you guys the screen. It is so simple, but at the same time, it's absolutely so powerful. I had my look locked down within one day. And then, of course, comes the tedious part of applying it to over 3,000 clips and so on and so on. But that's the game of a feature film, right? You can't change that. Let's just jump onto onto the computer. I mean, it's going to literally take me less than 3 minutes to show you guys what's what on this. And you are going to say, oh, wow, Ijaz, you're cheating. And I feel that way. I feel like, how do I reach this look so easily? Why is it so easy? It has to be difficult if it's going to give me a really good outcome. It should be difficult, but I think that kind of thinking is just wrong. If it is good, doesn't mean that it has to be difficult. This is very easy and is absolutely amazing. You download the software Dehancer as a plugin, and then you open up DaVinci, and you got to change your timeline color settings. I did it in DaVinci White Gamut, and you open up Dehancer, and once you're done with that, it is butter. It is so easy. So the first one that you have there in Dehancer is, what kind of film you want. I mean, at least that's what I did. I went and I picked up the Fuji Velvia, because in the old days, that's exactly what I used to shoot my fashion work with. So I went for the Fuji Velvia. And then it also gives you a slider in the film section, and you can choose how much it affects your footage. You want 100% effect, great, it's there. You want 50%, it's there. You want zero, it's there. Then after that, I played with the film developer, which is also insane, because I can get my contrast the way I wanted to. I could get my gamma, which I don't like to mess with. I normally like to stay and keep my gamma the way I have shot it. And then you have your color separation, which I think is awesome, is unbelievable. The beauty about the software, it's all in sliders. Pull, push, move it right or left, and you got it. And then they have something called the color boost. It pushes your color only to the colors that are not already saturated, so to speak. Again, I'm not technical, guys, but here in my life was just absolutely changed. And then after you do all that, they have another function within the software where you can toggle on and off and see all the changes that you have made in that section, not the entire section, in that section. I mean, it does it for the entire section as well. But if you want to just see your contrast, and if you just want to see your color boost and so on, you can apply it and then toggle up and down, enable, disable, and you'll be able to see that. Then they have something over here called expand. And when you go to expand, you can increase your blacks and you can increase your whites, and of course decrease them as well. You can go to normal, you can go to linear. Same thing, you can toggle on and off, see what the changes are. 1 to 10, 10 being the most difficult. I'm going to say it's -5. It's not difficult at all. It's the easiest thing. And I wonder why it's giving out such unbelievable results. I think their engineering is insane. After you expand, you have your print. Now, when you go to print, you can choose your print type. So I've chosen Kodak 2383. I think it gives you great look of the 2383. And after you apply it, you can still go further and change your target white, you can change your exposure, you can change your tonal contrast, you can change your color density, you can change your saturation. After you have changed all that, then you could go back, toggle on and off, and see whether you like it or not. From there, you go to your color head. You have your yellow blue, you have your magenta green, you have your cyan red, and then you can gang them together or push and pull separately. Wow, so much control, right? Then you have your shadow tones, you have your mid tones, you have your highlights, you have your exposure. There's something over there called impact. So you can reduce the impact or increase the impact. I think that is absolutely awesome. And then again, of course, they have the enable toggle. You can check and see whether what you did is good or not. And if you don't, then you can pull and push the sliders again. And then from there, you go to film grain. Quite honestly speaking, I don't want to, for the little bit that I know, right? Because this is color grading 101 for me, but for the little bit that I know, I don't want to put the film grain or the bloom or the halation, all of that on the same node. I think I'm just going to put it on a separate node. And I'm trying to figure out whether I should keep that node all the way to the beginning of my node graph, or should I put it all the way at the bottom? I mean, if you guys are listening to this and you have any suggestions, please comment below and let me know where I should put my grain. And then I'm going to do another node with the bloom and the halation and so on. So should I put them towards the end, or should I put them all the way in the beginning? This is a video that I don't know if you guys were expecting, but it is an absolutely time saver. Made it so easy. I got the look that I was really, 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 really looking for. I wouldn't have got it without this. I hope this video has helped many people who want to get that unbelievable film look like the big movies make it, like the studio films and so on, but are not able to. So I think it's such an amazing tool. Spend time with it and just don't go pull and push and so on and say, okay, I'm done. Keep on playing. Just the goal here is that they have hours and hours and hours and hours and hours worth of tools in there. Keep on pushing and pushing and pushing. Never be satisfied. Like I said, the key is don't be satisfied with the first pull and push. Come back, do it again. It's just pull and push, So try it again and again and again. And I guarantee you, you are going to be very, very happy with the software. For me, it's amazing. I'm always going to use it. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you later.